All right, welcome back. Here we are, final leg number 25 from Breckenridge to Mariposa, Yosemite. We're looking at 57.5 nautical miles. Last one, appreciate everybody who tuned in all the way from the first one. So we're going to get this thing going from Lee Vining to Mariposa, Yosemite, and we'll get this thing going. So appreciate it, and let's get this thing started. Alright, we're going to get it set up and situated. We're flying in a Savage Cub. Probably for the last time for a little bit, because we've been doing some instrument flying lately. And we just posted episode number 7 for NeoFly, so you got that to tune into too. We're going to keep our career mode going. Alright, so what are we doing here? We are taking off from 024, and we are going to be landing in KMPI. So I'm going to set that in our maps here as a general reference. And it looks like we're going to be landing on runway number 26. The length of the runway is 3298, 3,298 feet. And it's an asphalt runway that's lighted. So that's good. And it actually looks like it's right by... We're taking off by Mono Lake, and we are going to be landing right by State Road 49, right next to Mount Bullion. So, all right, so we'll get this thing going, and we will figure out the scenic route that we're going to be taking. So once again, guys, appreciate you tuning in. We're going to reduce the nav log there, pick this up, check this. We're looking at, we got to go to the left. All right. So how are we looking here? Got to get resituated with the Savage Cub. We got throttle to the left. Parking brake is, where is the parking brake? That's the engine choke. Parking brake is... not even sure if there is one. Alright. We're going to take off and get this thing going. So throttle up. Nose is going to drop down. We're looking at 80, 100. Alright, we're going to take off. Alright, we're looking at a steep turn here. Around the bank, and we're going to follow up 120. Is that what it said? Yeah, we're going to follow up State Road 120. So there's State Road 120. We're going to be passing a gas station on our left. And this has got to be one of the most scenic routes there is. On this entire bush trip, so definitely one of my favorites. We can zoom out a little bit. There's State Road 20. We're gonna keep full throttle for a while. So we are checking, oil temp is good, CHT is good, oil pressure is a little high. See if we can bring that down by reducing the throttle. And RPMs are good. Alright, so a nice steady climb. And let's see what we got as far as here. Let's go ahead and pause this. Can we pause it and do that? No. Alright, we're going to try to do this without crashing. Alright, we are connected. We did not crash. Everything is still good. Now we're going to sign into Bush Talks on this side. Alright, I think we got all types of stuff coming up. So we will just hit let autoplay go on Bush Talk Radio. And we'll keep following along on the path here.
Outside of Yosemite National Park, a bit north-northeast of Tioga Pass. It is in the Inland National Forest. Tioga Peak is north of Tioga Pass at the head of Levine Canyon. Highway 120 goes direct past its south and east slopes. It is easily accessible at Class 1 to Class 2 scramble from Garcia Lake. The summit is like a rolling day. It is some of the best views of the Tioga Pass region. Both Mount Vela and Tioga Pass are visible from the summit. Tioga Peak is a rounded peak made of metamorphic rock.
Alright, coming up here is
Tioga Lake is a small glacial lake in the Inyo National Forest in Monroe County, California, about 2 miles north of the Tioga Pass entrance to Yosemite National Park. The lake bed is alongside State Route 120 in the Sierra Nevada of California. Unlike most passes through the Sierra, which are named for an individual, Tioga is an Iroquois word, meaning where it forks or swift current. Tioga County, New York, is the namesake for the lake. The area is believed to have been settled as early as 10,000 years ago by indigenous peoples. John Muir was among the first Americans to see the area. The next major interest came from the mining and logging industries. Tioga Lake is a small glacial lake in the Inyo National Forest in Monroe County, California.
alright, so coming up next we got that, but we'll just let it play. We'll keep following 120. Coming up to the Tioga Pass entrance.
The Tioga Pass entrance station is the primary entrance for travelers entering Yosemite National Park from the east on the Tioga Pass Road. Open only during the summer months, the entrance station consists of 2 historical buildings, a ranger station and a comfort station, built in 1931 and 1934 respectively. Both are rustic stone structures with peeled log roof structures and are examples of the National Park Service rustic style employed at the time by the National Park Service. 2 log-based structures that have been removed since the site's original construction were rebuilt in 1999. The stone piers that supported them remain. The use of stone at Tioga Pass set a precedent for the extensive employment of stone construction in other park buildings in the Yosemite High Country. Civilian Conservation Corps once assisted in the entrance station's construction. The ranger station is a stone building, about 28 feet square, set into the slope of a hillside with a porch extending across most of the front. The interior features a lobby space with a substantial stone fireplace, along with living porches consisting of a bedroom, bath, and kitchen. The masonry is oversized, with similarly heavy log porch and roof framing. Window windows are single massive-shaped timbers. The bases of the walls step outward in a reverse hall. The roof is a simple beam. The comfort station is a similar design, with battered stone walls, measuring about 11 feet by 26 feet, with a steeper roof pitch and partly hip gables at the ends. The Tioga Pass entrance station was listed on the National Register of Historic Places on December 14, 1978.
Alright, so State Road 120 is down there in the woods. So we're going to keep following that. And then
Grand Canyon is a subalpine meadow in Yosemite National Park south of Chihuahua Lakes. For 13 kilometers, most of the canyon has an approximate elevation of 2,700 meters and then rapidly climbs to 3,370 meters to Donahue Pass, below Donahue Peak, which marks the eastern boundary of Yosemite. The valley at the base is relatively flat and wide, following the Mile Fork of the Chihuahua River through an open meadow and wooded areas. The Mile Fork eventually meets with Chihuahua River. The canyon, as well as Mount Blythe to the west is named after Charles Lyell, a well-known 19th century geologist and friend of Charles Darwin. The canyon is an easy hike from Chihuahua Meadows campground. The John Muir Trail and the Pacific Crest Trail both route through the canyon. The trail is popular for hikers as an easy way to view surrounding mountains, a waterfall, and Sierra wildflowers. Dome is a granite dome rock formation in Yosemite National Park in the U.S. state of California. The dome soars 800 feet above Geronimo Meadows and the Geronimo River and can be hiked starting at the Tioga Road in the heart of Geronimo Meadows. It lies west of the Tioga Pass entrance to Yosemite National Park. The landform is an example of a Russian Moutonne with clear beam and store slopes. The Dome was named for Jean Baptiste Lambert, sometimes mistakenly referred to as John Wyatt, who took up the homestead intersection of Geronimo Meadows in 1865. By 1879, the Muir survey referred to it as Soda Springs Dome. John Muir called it Glacier Rock. Muir Dome is nearby the dome. It is also close to Gold Dome. Rock climbers can scale the face from the parking lot just off the Tioga Road, but hikers can simply walk up the backside or take the challenging steeper trek up the face starting from just east of the parking lot. Many technical free climbing routes have been put up.
Alright, so the next part here is we're going to be following the water over here down into this section here. And we're going to be going to this Tuolumne Peak. So we're giving up Route 120 to follow the river. This might be a good view on the inside as well. Alright. Morning coffee. This is good morning number 2 to you. I can see this being very intimidating if you're flying into this. Those are some steep cliffs. Alright, let's drop down a little bit. We're going to cut the throttle and just ever so glide down here. Our fuel consumption is going to be at a minimum. So we're letting gravity do pretty much all the work for us. Throttle is almost in the off position. Alright, we're going to make our way around this. End all that, I guess. And we'll keep following the river. Alright, for a direct shot to the airport is 37 nautical miles from here, but we're not going the direct way, so we're going to continue on. How far? Looking at the map. Alright, yeah, we can keep going through this little valley, and then we're probably going to be landing on, we're going to switch runways, and we'll probably land on runway number 8. Small Lake, Mariposa. Alright, so nothing left to do but enjoy the view. Alright, there is a little body of water coming up. That is Hetcheki Reservoir. So is that on our list here? No, it is not. Alright, so we're talking about something else than what is on Navlog. We're going to go ahead and check Bush Talk. And see if they have that coming up.
Hetcheki is a valley, a reservoir, and a water system in California in the United States. The glacial Hetcheki Valley lies in the northwestern part of Yosemite National Park and is drained by the Yosemite River. For thousands of years before the arrival of settlers from the United States in the 1850s, the valley was inhabited by Native Americans who practiced subsistence hunting gathering. During the late 19th century, the valley was renowned for its natural beauty often compared to the that of Yosemite Valley. It also targeted for the development of water supply for irrigation and municipal interests. The controversy over damming Hetcheki became mired in the political issues of the day. The law authorizing the dam passed Congress on December 7, 1913. In 1923, the O'Shaughnessy Dam was completed on the Yosemite River, flooding the entire valley under the Hetcheki Reservoir. The dam and reservoir are the centerpiece of the Hetcheki project, which in 1944 began to deliver water 167 miles west of San Francisco and its five municipalities in the greater San Francisco Bay Area.
And then there's also a rock that will play a thing on that's coming up on the left. That's this one right here.
Is a prominent granite dome located along the southern edge of Hetcheki Valley in Yosemite National Park. John Muir stated that Kalana was the Indian name for the rock. It towers 2,000 feet above the Hetcheki Reservoir and is across from Hetcheki Dam. It is the outermost of a group like the Cathedral Rocks of Yosemite and occupies the same relative position on the south wall. The dome was closed to rock climbing for many years during the breeding season of the peregrine falcon. The closure was lifted in 2013.
And then just beyond this is the dam, and we'll play a clip on that.
O'Shaughnessy Dam is a 430-foot high concrete arched gravity dam in Yosemite County, California, in the United States. It impounds the Yosemite River, forming the Hetcheki Reservoir at the lower end of Hetcheki Valley in Yosemite National Park, about 160 miles east of San Francisco. The dam and reservoir are the source for the Hetcheki Aqueduct, which provides water for over 2 million people in San Francisco and other municipalities of the West Bay Area. The dam is named for engineer Michael O'Shaughnessy, who oversaw its construction. Although San Francisco sought Yosemite River water as early as the 1890s, this project did not move forward until the disastrous earthquake and fire in 1906, which underscored the insufficiency of the existing water supply. The Hetcheki Valley, then compared to Yosemite Valley for its scenic beauty, was chosen for its water quality and hydroelectric potential, but the location within the national park generated controversy. An act of Congress was required to circumvent federal protection of the Yosemite River, with the reason that public land should be developed for the public benefit. Construction of the dam started in 1919 and was finished in 1923, with the first water delivered in 1934 after numerous delays. From 1935-38 the dam was raised to increase its capacity for water supply and power generation. The dam, aqueduct, and the pertinent hydroelectric systems are collectively known as the Hetcheki project. Deriving from a largely wild and pristine area of the Sierra Nevada, the Hetcheki supply some of the cleanest municipal water in the US, requiring only primary filtration and disinfection. PHHE represented the first great environmental controversy in the US, and debate over the dam and reservoir continues today. Preservationist groups such as the Sierra Club lobby for the restoration of the valley, while others argue that leaving the dam in place would be a better economic and environmental decision.
Alright, good look at the dam. We're going to follow our path here along the river. We're going to check our maps. See if we got anything else coming up. Alright, not too much on bush talk coming up at the moment, so we'll switch back to our maps. Let's see what we got. So we got about 10 nautical miles. We're going to come up to that State Road 120 again. So all of this to our left is called Aspen Valley. Alright, we're cruising pretty good. Oil pressure, oil temp, everything looks good. Nothing's stressed out. Cruising at about 140. Take a look at that peak up there. I could feel the wind pushing up. All right, we're 31 nautical miles away, about 17 minutes. And I say that that's probably pretty accurate. Ah, there's our brake. No, that's our flaps. Alright, so now here, we're going to pick up this road that zigzags through the mountains and deviate from the river. And this road should meet up with 120. And then we're going to follow that truck. A little bit. He is turning off on this one. Alright, he's going to take the long way.
There was a massive wildfire that started roaring like a canyon in the Stanislaus National Forest in California. This portion of the Central Sierra Nevada spans Chihuahua and Mariposa counties. The fire started on August 17, 2013, during the 2013 California wildfire season, and grew to be the third largest wildfire in California's history, having burned 257,314 acres. As of 2018, the Root Fire was California's fifth largest modern wildfire. As of 2011, the Root Fire is the largest wildfire on record in the Sierra Nevada mountain range. The Root Fire was fully contained on Thursday, October 24, 2013, after a 9-week firefighting battle. Due to a lack of water rains, some logs smoldered in the interior portion of the fire throughout the winter. More than a year passed before it was declared out on November 4, 2014. The fire was caused by a hunter's illegal fire that got out of control, and it was named for its proximity to the rim of the Wild Vista Point, a scenic overlook on Highway 120 leading up to Yosemite. A total of 11 residences, 3 commercial structures, and 98 outbuildings were destroyed in the fire. During suppression efforts, which cost more than $127 million, a total of 10 injuries from the wildfire were reported, but there were no fatalities. Fire progression. The fire was spotted and reported by a pilot on August 17, 2013, at 3:25 p.m. PDT in the Stanislaus National Forest, east of Groveland, when a hunter lost control of an illegal campfire. First responders arrived 22 minutes later. The camper was not identified publicly until a year later, where 2 felony and 2 misdemeanor charges were filed against Keith Miller and Ruth California. The fire had only burned 40 acres when it was discovered, but it grew to 10,000 acres within 36 hours and 100,000 acres after just 4 days. In 2 days, in mid-August, the fire burned nearly 90,000 acres. The fire's rapid spread was attributed to drought and extreme weather conditions. It burned into backcountry areas of Yosemite National Park. The park remained open, and although Yosemite Valley was never in danger, the fire did burn 78,895 acres of parkland. Heavy smoke was, at times, a factor. The blaze was difficult to fight because of inaccessible terrain and erratic winds, forcing firefighters to be reactive instead of proactive. More than 5,000 firefighters, including more than 650 inmates who volunteered as part of California's Conservation Camp Initiative, worked to contain the fire. At one point, state officials asked residents to avoid social media, to stop exaggerated claims and rumors from spreading, and debunked a number of circulating stories. Atmospheric instability, hot temperatures, and a severe drought fueled the fire, making it difficult to suppress. On Thursday, October 24, 2013, the ring fire was contained. However, hotspots within the fire's perimeter continued to burn for almost another year before the ring fire was finally declared to be extinguished.
Alright, interesting to know about that fire. So big forest here. We're following through. There's a road down there that I'm kind of keeping an eye on and following through. It runs basically right there and zigzags up and through this way. So that is the road that we're following. And we're coming up to the off-road trail. Alright, we're sitting pretty good. 18.9, 18.8 nautical miles away. Sitting at 4,000 feet. Not too bad. Reduce our throttle a little bit. We were hitting almost 200 knots or kilometers per hour. Alright, we're going to be picking up State Road 49. And then we're going to be getting ready for our landing in Mariposa. So once again, guys, appreciate you tuning in. Sorry, I've been pretty quiet during this flight. Coming up to Bear Valley. Right as we cross over 49. Probably just over that hill. But yeah, so we got NeoFly. We did episode number 7 today. We got our certification on the second try for Class C. And we're either going to fly, we'll probably just end up flying both. The Cessna 208B and the, what was the other plane? It's the one I did the certification in. That was the TBM 930. That's a little faster plane. So the Cessna 208B has a bigger passenger capacity. So we may be able to pick up some jobs in NeoFly that are a little more expensive, pay out a little bit better, but there'll be shorter flights. And the TBM 930 will be able to take longer flights because we'll be able to go faster. So I don't know. We'll probably do both. All right, 13.5 miles away. We'll be looking for the airport somewhere up here. I thought it was a little more flat than this, but I guess my memory does not serve me well from the first time that I did this a few years ago. I guess we got to get over that mountain ridge first, and then it probably flattens out. Got a little bridge down there. See if we can zoom in on that. Is that a bridge or like an oil thing? Can't really tell. But we should probably be focusing on getting over that mountain. Oh, it is flat because we're not landing to the right, but we're going to the left. So we don't have to get over that mountain. So we can probably reduce our throttle a little bit. Let's see how far we gotta go. I'm thinking we just have to go up towards the top of this mountain and then make a pretty hard left. And we're gonna follow this road. We're sitting at 143, just under 2,000 or 3,000 feet. Runway sits at 2,200 feet, 2,238 to be exact. Keep going so that we line up with the runway, even though we don't have the runway in sight just yet. I know we got to go a little bit further. So we're going to skim the side of this hill. See if we can see our runway. We are 6.7 miles away. Let's see if anybody sees the runway there. I don't see a light. Is that it? Let's go ahead and get adjusted here. That's definitely not it. We're going to get, the runway is going to be off to our left. But we still got to get lined up for runway number 8. Alright, maybe we'll follow this road. Should lead us to it. And I think I see it. Right there. So there's our runway that we're landing on. We got to go to the left a little bit. We're going to reduce speed.
Mariposa Yosemite Airport is a public airport located 4 miles west of the Central Business District of Mariposa in Mariposa County, California, United States. It is owned by the County of Mariposa. Although most U.S. airports use the same three-letter location identifier for the FAA and IATA, Mariposa Yosemite Airport is assigned NPI by the FAA, and the IATA assigned NPI to Mariposa, Panama. Mariposa Yosemite Airport covers an area of 100 acres which contains one asphalt paved runway 826 measuring 3,306 by 60 feet. For the 12-month period ending March 2, 2007, the Mariposa Yosemite Airport had 32,000 aircraft operations, an average of 87 per day, 94% general aviation and 6% air taxi. There are 52 aircraft based in this airport, 96% single engine, 2% multi-engine and 2% ultralight. There is one flow on the field, airborne aviation services. During World War II, the airport was designated as Mariposa Air Force Auxiliary Field and was an auxiliary training airfield for the said Army Airfield, California.
Alright, we're coming in a little low. Doing okay on the speed though. We're just gonna be skimming the trees. Runway number 8 over at Mariposa. This completes the Yosemite bush trip. Make it a nice smooth finish. Little hop and a bounce. Apply some brakes. Go over into the parking area. Oh, I don't know if we need to finish on the runway though. Nope, we're good. Alright, so leg complete. 56 minutes. Appreciate you tuning in. We're gonna get another something going as a surprise. But in the meantime, tune into the episodes for our Neo Fly career that we're flying a Cessna 172 at the moment. So appreciate you tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. It'll help the channel out a lot, and we will see you on the next one.